Hey, good morning everybody and welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. He's Kevin, I'm Fred. We are Group 4610, your premier short sale team, and you're watching ShortSalePowerHour.com.
And we just got back from taking our crash course for our California real estate license.
Do we look tired? Or do we look like we did last Thursday and Friday?
16 hours of straight education.
It was great though. You want to know why? Because the entire time I was in that class taking that crash course this past weekend, I was thinking about Taco Surf, but I was thinking about the average sales price of the homes in Southern California. And it made me so excited just thinking about the average sales price of the homes in California.
Is that why you
and
had
the
that
corresponding commissions? Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. I was going, are you kidding me? These homes here are worth 2.5 times more than the homes in Phoenix?
Oh, I thought you were just enamored with what the teacher had to say.
No, I mean, she was really good, but that was about it.
Okay. All right.
So, hey, it's Mindset Monday, and I wanted to spend a little time today talking about education and education opportunities, and maybe tossing a little piece around our take on education.
Yeah, sure. So, first of all, education itself is when you just say that word, I believe people instantly jump to, well, education. Where did I go to school, right?
Formal education. When you say, hey, well, what kind of education have you had?
In fact,
I graduated high school and I went to 2 years of college,
and then I went to the state university, or after the 2 years at the junior college, and that's where a lot of people land. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that Fred and I actually interviewed quite a few people over the last year and a half. We've
employed at one level or another 10, 12 plus people, and to employ 10 or 12 plus people, you've got to interview at least 100, I would say, by now.
Yeah. A lot, or maybe it just felt like 100, but yeah. Definitely a lot of interviews.
Absolutely, a lot. And one of the things in our initial interview we do with people is we ask them about their education. And the reason we're bringing this up today is just to give you a little bit different spin. This is Mindset Monday. We're going to relate all this back to short sales and your growth in life. But at the end of the day, I want to challenge you today to reframe your idea about education. Because when we meet with people and we sit down and interview them, it's interesting to hear where they go. And you and I are always really quick to say, not just formal education. We want to know about your education. I'm much more interested when I hear people talk about, I went to real estate school, or I've taken these 7 leadership courses that so-and-so offers. Or, to me, you can tell a person who stopped growing and learning in life based on how they answer a question around education versus somebody who's continuing to grow in life. If you're talking to somebody who's 50 years old and they tell you when they graduated college and you say, well, any other education doesn't have to be formal, and they say there's none that I can think of, that's a bad sign for me.
I can specifically remember one gentleman we interviewed, and we didn't hire him, but he had the best answer to that question I've ever had. His name's Mike. And we were sitting just in the office over there, and Mike went right away. When we asked that question, he started talking about Carlton Sheets, and some no money down classes that he took, and just some different real estate trainings that he'd been to, and some different leadership classes that he'd been to, and he's the one person that's ever gone that way with that question ever, and I thought that was really cool, and it really. It's like, wow, I really appreciate that answer.
And here's the thing, you and I promote a lot of our education. We've got some really great education on this website. You can purchase our Short Sales Crush It class, which is 10 plus hours of short sale education. You can learn more about our Short Sales Crush It live classes that we teach. We've got one coming up in Seattle on the 28th. We've got our Uncensored class in Phoenix on Friday the 21st. Yeah. So we have all that, but you know what, you and I, when we're looking for education, we don't run out to every short sale seminar we can find. In fact, we look for a really good real estate education, but we also look for education that's outside of real estate. In fact, I personally find that I grow more from education outside of real estate.
In my real estate business even.
Yeah.
That typically the education I get outside of real estate, I've always found that it makes a bigger impact in my real estate business than most of the real estate education I take.
So I'd like to just kind of promote, if you will, today 2 education opportunities.
Okay.
You had no idea I was going to bust out 2.
I already know where you're going.
Okay. Well, one of them is a non-real estate education opportunity. And if you're located in Phoenix, Arizona, there is an event that is taking place on Wednesday, January 26th. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, January 26th, and I'm going to link it with some more information right here below this video, but you can go to a website called Klemmer.com, Klemmer, it'll be right here below, and they have an event here called the Champions Workshop that's taking place on Wednesday, January, I keep wanting to say November, January 26th. I know I did that on Friday.
It's January, dude.
Anyhow, so really encourage you to check that out. If you're not in Arizona, they've got 12 to 15 other events in January that are taking place all around the country and the world, I should say. There's some in Canada, I think Australia.
I'll say this, that event that you're talking about that night, that Wednesday, is $20 for 3 hours of education.
Yep.
That's practically free. In fact, I will guarantee that if you go and you don't like it, you can have your money back. I will personally guarantee that.
Yeah, I will tell you that Kevin and I have both done, maybe 60 to 100 plus hours, maybe 100 to 150 plus hours worth of work with Klemmer and Associates. They have various different levels of education and leadership training. I'll tell you right now, I'm in the middle of staffing one of their last levels. I devote on a weekly basis 3 to 4 hours worth of work weekly. I've been doing it since the beginning of November. Maybe that's why November's on my mind. And it doesn't end until May. So I encourage you to get plugged in and get educated in your life beyond just real estate. So that's the one opportunity I want to share with you today. And without spending the rest of the episode, check it out, please. Like, seriously, from like a very serious place. It has impacted both of our lives in a humongous way. I encourage you to check it out. If you want, we had Brian Klemmer, the founder of Klemmer and Associates, on our show. You can do a search at the top of the Short Sale Power Hour page.
About 10 months
and you
ago.
can go listen to some of what he's about and get a little glimpse into how impactful that is. Second opportunity is a real estate opportunity, and it's available to both Keller Williams Realty agents as well as non-Keller Williams Realty agents.
Yes.
And hands down, now you and I have not been to every national company's events, okay, but we have been to some other events around the country. I gotta say that this, hands down, based on my experience and based on people I've talked to that have gone to more real estate events than I have, hands down, this is the best real estate training that you will find in 2011.
Absolutely. It's called Keller Williams Family Reunion. It's if you will, the national sales meeting, for lack of a better word.
Yep.
And it's just 3 days, 4 days really, 3.5, back-to-back, jam-packed education on different types of classes. It could be, there's breakout sessions going on, there's big general sessions that happen, and it is just full of the best education in the entire real estate industry. The top professionals there, Keller Williams and non-Keller Williams agents, show up to this event to get education. I show up to hear Gary Keller speak every time because I know he's always got something for us.
Yep.
And anytime I can listen to that man talk to me about my business, I'm going to freaking be there, whether I got to drive, fly, run, or swim to get there.
It's the third weekend in February. We'll put more information here below so you can check it out as well.
Yeah,
as the whole
or you can
website.
send us a contact us form and we can get you information on how to register for that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that as well. So I just kind of want to wrap up today's episode by saying a little different flavor today, but we want to talk about the importance of education. And
it's
education
huge.
Goes beyond formal. You've got to keep yourself sharp. You've got to keep yourself in constant movement. If you're not in movement, you're in decay and you're dying. I'm telling you that right now. You're watching this video, so you're probably a person of change and of growth. You're probably not dying. But you know what? Maybe you watch this video every day, but you typically don't go out and do any weekend seminars. Branch out. Go check out Klemmer and Associates, Klemmer.com. Go check out Keller Williams Family Reunion event.
Just
These are
Google
important events.
Keller Williams Family Reunion 2011 will take you to the website.
Absolutely. So that's all I got for today. Kevin's going to get mad at me, but it's okay. We've got our event coming up on Friday, January 21st in Phoenix, Short Sales Uncensored, and I'm going to give you the code again.
No, do the
3
code.
days in a row. No, just one more day. Come on. The code is HHC for home.
You should have purchased before December 31st.
4610. HHC 4610.
You're
For
gonna
all
take
of
that
you
out of your-
who
out of
thought that I was always the mean one on this team,
Right.
I'd like to show you another side of Kevin. Anyway, that's it for today. Come on back tomorrow. We're gonna have a bunch of good stuff for you on 3. 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour. Short Sale Power Hour.
I can't believe you're giving
Crush
stuff
it.
like that away.